What's a good podcast? We're back once again. Jacob Gardner.
Shay Harrison.
And today we're going to give you guys a little recap of this past couple weeks, past week or so.
Yep.
First, we're going to start off with Jackson Holliday. Yesterday, it was his first official.
2 days ago, I think it was.
2 days ago? Yeah. 2 days ago, Jackson Holliday for the Orioles' top prospect and the MLB's top number one prospect. He made his MLB debut. And so it's looking good for the Orioles. They have such a young core with Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, their first baseman, and Ryan Mountcastle. The new outfield look, new everything, and with the addition of Corbin Burns, they're looking pretty hot right now.
Yeah, I mean, one of the youngest teams in the league.
Yeah.
They're on the come up. I know last year they lost to, I think, was it the Rangers in the
Rangers
playoffs?
in 3. After having the best record in the MLB, they lost to the Rangers in 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were cooking them last year because they didn't get a starter at the trade deadline, and I think adding Corbin Burns was huge. But if they're, I mean, I expect them to be in it. But when they're in it at the trade deadline, I think they are going to pick up their top starters. So
right now they started off 8-4, only behind the Yankees in the AL East, who are 10-3, and wild card wise, they're the second seed behind the Royals, who are 9-4.
Yeah, and the Yankees, they're a team that started hot. I mean, obviously we know that they're, talent wise, one of the best teams in the league with Juan Soto and Aaron Judge and Stanton when he's hitting.
The whole team can hit Rizzo because the fact that I thought Rizzo would aged out by now.
It's just if they're all hot,
Yeah, they gotta be hot at the same time, or at least within stints. So it's changed. So the bats keep rolling.
But other than that, in the AL, the Royals have 9-4, right?
Yeah, they're behind the Guardians. The Cleveland Guardians were 9-3, so they're going neck and neck for the AL Central,
which is crazy because last year the Royals were, I think, one of the worst teams in the league.
Actually,
and they didn't really upgrade. So it's like Bobby Witt Jr. He's really good, and then
whole team.
Salvador Perez, he's old but he's good too. So
whole team raking. Team's hitting.
That's just like if you get your whole team to hit, it doesn't matter how good you are. It's just
like if everybody's hitting, you're gonna win games.
Yeah, and like the Guardians, like he was saying, another great team with Jose Ramirez and
Josh Naylor is both brothers on there?
both Naylor brothers. They're hitting too. So that's another team in the AL who's been hot as of now. But if we're moving over to the National League, we got, the Pirates. They did the same thing last year. We're hot to start off.
And they fell off.
Yeah, then they fell off big time.
Absolute drop off.
And lost, I think they were like 50 games under 500.
Yeah, they were down in the dumps.
So it's like, the Pirates, will they hang on or will they fall off like last year? I don't really see a lot of guys on that team that are like top tier guys.
Really.
McCutchen.
If we go look at this lineup, shoot.
They got McCutchen, who is getting up there in age, and then Brian Reynolds, I know who's pretty good. But other than that, it's just a bunch of no-name guys who.
Yeah, they do. They have Yasmani Grandal, but he's on the IL. And it really is. Key Brian Hayes, the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah, okay, O'Neal Cruz, he's that guy.
He's coming up.
Really good. Yeah.
But outside of that, it really is. They have Andrew McCutchen DHing. He's not even in the outfield.
Yeah.
So the Pirates, they're off to a hot start. But hey, we'll never know. The Dodgers, first team to 10 wins, but at the same time, they did play more games. So it was an iffy thing. But they're off to a 10-5 start. The Braves are slacking. So are the Rangers. 2 top teams from last year just slacking off.
Yeah.
The Braves are 7-4. National League East is looking a little slumber party. Like everybody's 7 wins at least at a minimum. Everybody else is below that, including my Nats at 5-7, which isn't horrible.
Not that bad, honestly.
Not too bad.
A team I want to look at is the Astros, who just recently got swept by the Royals. And they're, you look at talent, they have probably one of the best rosters in all of baseball than the Dodgers and the Braves. But, with Jordan, with Kyle Tucker, Altuve, and those guys, you think that they wouldn't start. How many wins do they have right now? 3,
They're
4?
4-10.
4-10.
But yeah,
it's like,
Abreu, Altuve, Bregman's sick, but still Bregman, Pena, that's their infield. And then outfield, you got Jordan, Chas McCormick's still good, and then Kyle Tucker.
Yeah.
Their literal lineup is actually comp.
Their pitching has fallen off.
There's hella injuries.
Which is a crazy topic too. It's like pitching injuries. People are blaming it on the pitch clock.
Not having time to actually say. Give the arm a break. They're just spam pitching.
Yeah, which could have a factor in that, but
at the same time, that means you just gotta adjust your A, workouts, and B, adjust the what's it called, like your rehab, not your rehab, but like your
routines and stuff.
Routines. So because you can't, it's not the same thing. You're on a time. It's because it's basically a time crunch. You're not on the mound where you can just collect yourself. You get the ball. It doesn't reset to 30 now. It's to 20. You get the ball and leave resets to 20. You have 20 seconds to figure out a pitch, get set, and pitch it. And it's like, and that constant movement does not work, which does help out the hitters in that instance because the hitters will start to see the pitches and go yard unless there's a perfect game out of nowhere.
Yeah, and we saw that with, some of the top pitchers in the game with Garrett Cole, with Spencer Strider, all going down with arm injuries this year. And it's just like, the league probably needs to do something about it.
They definitely do, but
maybe tweak a little bit of something like in the rules. But right now, there's nothing.
I don't know if they're going to tweak it that much though, because I know the viewership has gone up.
Yeah,
giving them more, giving the money to them like a hefty amount more. And because with the new extra innings rule, games are being more enticing, so it's just it's a matter of the teams recognizing that and forcing pitchers to change their routine. But at the same time, that messes up because if a pitcher has a routine they've been working with for their whole career, now they got to change it. And what if it doesn't work out for them? Then it's a whole. So it really did disadvantage to the pitchers 100%.
Yeah.
Looking towards the bottom of the league with horrible starts, the White Sox 2-10 and the Marlins 2-11.
The Marlins are a team that made the playoffs last year.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what they're doing. They are, and they're losing 2-0 as of right now as we speak.
Yeah, if we look toward the trade deadline too, that's a team that probably is going to sell. You have Luis Ariz, Jazz Chisholm, some good young starting pitchers over there too. Yeah. So if you're a team that's in the hunt, in the wild card hunt at the trade deadline. I'd be looking toward the Marlins to try to get a couple guys over there.
Because Luis Ariz, I doubt stays for real.
No.
Because if we look at player stats, himself, he's had 52 at bats. Oh, he's only batting 250. Oh
yeah, he's a little bit fallen off since last year, but that quality of bat is still
quality bat. No, yeah, he's chilling.
You still fear him in the lineup. I feel
because he has 13 hits. It's just because he gets a lot of appearances.
Yeah.
And then
he's a leadoff guy too. So
exactly. So it does not help him at all.
Yeah.
But they'll be all right. But that's wraps on baseball. Obviously, it's only 2 weeks in. Not too much we can say besides who's hot, who's cold, and who's getting setting their feet in.
Yeah.
But, wow, that's accurate.
Moving on to, basketball, college basketball. We had last Monday, I believe, it was Purdue and UConn, a championship game. 2-1 seeds, which hasn't happened in a while, going to the finals. And, it was a good game. You have Purdue, who has Zach Edey, probably one of the best college basketball players, in the country.
Yeah.
But going against the UConn team, who relies a lot on their guard play, and they have a 7'2" center who can neutralize Edey.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why UConn did win that game. So.
I will say Edey was good. Edey did his job because the bigs were in foul trouble early.
Yeah.
So the bigs only could do but so much against Edey. Edey still had 33 of his own. But it was that guard play, man. That guard play was what it was. Because it strictly was guard play, and there's nothing else you can say about it. Because UConn literally has it was another one of those player versus a team. Yeah. UConn has the depth, and Purdue has their 5 and a couple bench players.
Yeah. Purdue's guard play is not that great. The reason why they win games is with Edey.
Yeah.
Literally, you take away Edey, and they're nothing, I feel like.
He didn't have as many free throws as he usually does, because Edey is a free throw merchant, which isn't a bad thing. Hey.
Yeah, he gets to the line a lot, too, because they just hack him. They have to. It's like
hack a Shaq. He hits free throws, so that's the thing. If he couldn't hit him, everybody's hack a Shaqing him.
Yeah.
What's the point? Once the game starts getting low wire, hack, call it a day. But no, because he can shoot free throws, teams don't want to do that.
Yeah, and today, actually, a lot of guys are actually declaring for the league.
Yeah, Jared McCain declared. Yeah, Jared McCain. Kyle Filipowski. Yeah. Who else?
Donovan Clingan, the 7'2" center for UConn. He declared too. And I'm expecting a couple of UConn's guards with Tristan Newton and Stephon Castle. I think that they're gonna declare too within the next couple of days. So it's gonna be interesting to see what UConn does in the portal. But now it's easy. Like we were talking about last episode. For teams to get good, because definitely just go in the portal and recruit whoever you want.
And because UConn's since back-to-back titles, people want to win.
Exactly.
No one wants to just go. People, it's either you go to a solid D1 school where you're gonna your stats are gonna go, or you're just trying to get to a winning team.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if it's only your first or second year, if you're transferring after your first year, okay, you're just trying to get some noise. But if you're about to be a graduate, you're not. You just want to win at that point.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So. Moving over to football, nothing really, in the football world, but still, Rashee Rice, like we've been talking about for the last, I think, 2 weeks, just more on him. He was, driving recklessly on the freeway, racing one of his friends in a Corvette, and he did get himself into a 6-car crash.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he actually turned himself in, and he received 8 counts of felony charges. So so he was driving 119 miles an hour. Like we were talking about, these kids just don't learn. Henry Ruggs a couple years ago got himself into trouble, actually killed somebody. Rashee Rice is lucky he didn't kill anybody. He would be getting worse consequences.
And because it was 6-car collision.
Yeah.
Oh, you're done.
So I think people did actually get
There was injuries.
hurt. Yeah,
but he won't get charged with any manslaughter or anything.
Yeah,
like his charges definitely won't compare to Henry Ruggs whatsoever.
Yeah,
I think I'm looking at like 5 to 10 max
years. You're saying? Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, it is 8 counts.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry Ruggs he just had 1 felony because it was a murder. But it wasn't a.
And he still got only 3 to 10.
That's what I'm saying.
So
it's like if Rashee didn't kill anybody, I doubt he's getting more than Henry Ruggs for real.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Kansas City does too with their receiver room, because he was coming up. I mean, big time receiver for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, especially after what's his name?
Kadarius
Tony.
He's trash.
Yeah, I mean, horrible. That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah. So,
oh my goodness, that was bad. The amount of drops, bro.
Yeah, and the draft's coming up. I think in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
from yesterday.
It's right around the corner. Draft weekend.
I know the Chiefs don't have a high pick. I mean, they probably have like 30 or
31. So they're gonna try and look for a cream of the crop.
Maybe the dude who ran the fastest time.
From Texas.
Yeah, it was not Adonai Mitchell. The other guy, something Worthy.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy. Yes. So maybe to get him at the end of the first round. I mean, that would be scary.
No, yeah, that'd be literal.
Really fast. So
watch the Ravens pick him up.
Yeah, I think
replace Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, one of those last couple teams will get him, like either him or them, the Chiefs, the Eagles, maybe. One of the teams that's like at the end of the
one of the lower picks. I know he's definitely not a top. It's because it's such a quarterback. It's not a quarterback stacked draft, but it's a quarterback stacked needed draft. Yeah, if that makes sense. That's the need. Like the top 3 teams need quarterbacks, and my Commanders are one of them. So people are saying we're gonna get Jay McDaniels over Drake May, and I'm not complaining about that.
I think that's a better pick for you guys. I don't know about his arm strength, but he's just he's a runner. So
and I mean we did fair. Given take away the fact that RG3 got hurt, we did fare well with RG3 as his rookie season.
Yeah.
And then you get to the playoffs. So I think we could definitely pull it off again with Jay McDaniels. Hopefully this fool doesn't get hurt.
I like to see what goes on draft night with the trades, because I know Brandon Ayuk. I just saw something earlier about him unfollowing the 49ers on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that really means anything, because this happens.
This happens a lot. There's always something going on.
But I could see it being like AJ Brown a couple years ago with him getting traded on draft night.
Yeah.
Maybe my Raiders will go and swoop him up. But but
you never know. I mean, it's whatever team needs them the most, and that would save them. They probably give up a couple of draft picks. But you guys have a lot of draft picks to give now.
Yeah, I mean we have like the 13th pick in the draft. So I mean, do you want to waste it on a receiver? I don't know, because we have a lot of other needs.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, you might have to trade away a player or something, but other than him, I mean, I think Caleb Williams is going to go first, obviously.
Yeah.
To the Bears,
especially because the Bears did give away Justin Fields to the Steelers.
Yeah.
And basically, the Steelers give up on Kenny Pickett already.
And then they have Keenan Allen now. They have a good offense.
Because I remember just talking about that. It was Keenan Allen. No, we didn't. No, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Who's their running back now?
It's a Swift.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift now. Their roster is going to be complete for offense, and their defense has always been solid.
Yeah, it's just
solid enough to make playoffs.
Yeah, and then,
to make competing games. So if the offense is running through teams, I mean, shoot, I don't know what we're gonna see
in that division though. It's like, I mean, they got them. The Lions are going to be good again, obviously.
Yeah, Lions are going to be
Minnesota. I don't know what to expect from them without Kirk Cousins.
I don't know what.
Justin Jefferson.
The Packers are still competing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because Jordan Love and his Packers are actually doing solid. So I have to give him his respect. I wonder who the Packers will draft, honestly, knowing that
they probably need a receiver.
That's what I'm saying. I think so too.
Because I mean, other than Christian Watson, I guess their best receiver over there. It's like,
and he's good, but he's a on or off. There's no between. Either you find him every game or every play, or you don't see him at all on the field.
Yeah,
there's no in between for him whatsoever.
But a big team, I think, in the NFL who needs to get a lot of work is between the Broncos and the Chargers. They brought in Jim Harbaugh. That was their big thing, the Chargers. But I mean, their offense is like, other than Herbert, who's going to throw it to now? Yeah. Mike Williams is gone, and so is Keenan Allen. So it's like,
and Austin Eckler, even though he was
Eckler.
Yeah. They really did just trade away all their pieces.
Yeah, and then with Denver, it's like Russell Wilson's gone now.
Yeah.
And then CeeDee Lamb they got rid of too.
The Cowboys got rid of CeeDee Lamb?
Not CeeDee Lamb. Jerry Jeudy. My bad.
I was going to say, like,
Jerry
what
Jeudy. Yeah, Jerry Jeudy. It's the same draft class.
No, it is the same draft class.
Jerry Jeudy. They got rid
And
of
they were
him
both
to the Browns,
Alabama,
so.
Oklahoma, same colors.
Yeah,
I mean, might as well be the same person for real.
CeeDee Lamb is a really good player,
But that's off topic.
Yeah,
but
that's overall what's going on in the sports world.
Sports world, nothing much. I mean, NBA playoffs are coming soon, so we'll hit the NBA playoffs hard next podcast. But we had to give a recap, not fast forward today.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for listening to the recap on Sports Rewind. I'm Jacob Gardner.
Shea Harrison.
And signing out. See you guys next episode.